Here's Justified, Season 1, Episode 4, titled Long in the Tooth. Some people can do what they want, as others really can't at all. And I guess the theme of this episode is do what you're supposed to do unless you can't do it. And unfortunately, people just can't do what they want to do because that's how the world works. So here you got the plot-heavy show episode where a nice dentist is a money launderer for the cartel, and he is a good guy. He seems to be a good guy. He used to money launder, but so he basically is basically changed his name and stuff like that. He became a dentist of all things, which is kind of interesting because who becomes a dentist who tries to get away from the world? He was going to turn himself in way back when and turn state's evidence against the cartel, but he actually turned his back on Raylan. So that's how the plot gets into. He has a connection with Raylan where he was about to turn himself in and Raylan was protecting him, and then he escaped from Raylan. So the dentist on this episode is like, he says, why did you become a dentist? And basically the dentist talks about the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer TV show, where the one character where Raylan says point blank is that, the gay guy, the gay elf, basically, who hangs around with Rudolph because he's an outcast just like Rudolph is. And he asks him what he wants to do, and basically the guy wanted to be a dentist in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that's what he's always wanted to do. So he ends up giving himself up and gets shot by a sniper because he realizes he can't be a dentist anymore. So that's sort of goes back to the theme of what this episode was about. Here we got episode 4, and basically Raylan kills 2 mob guys in just cold blood assassination murder. And is that what he's supposed to do as a marshal? Of course not. And but there's nobody around, there's no witnesses, so he just decides to kill the people. And this is what Raylan's all about. To tie into the theme, the block agent that we're learning in the 8 that Raylan deals with wants to be a cowgirl, but can't in this world. But Raylan can wear the cowboy hat because he's Raylan Given and he's a white guy in Kentucky. But the black female agent will get fired for wearing the cowboy hat. So which sets up the whole what this theme is all about. So the dentist just lets himself get killed because he can't be a dentist anymore. We all want to do what we want, so you might as well do it unless you can't do it. That is the theme of this episode, and that's what this episode is all about. That is my review.